Hi, this is George Alger. Welcome to today's segment of Our Ventura TV. Today we're going to be speaking about the Citizens Journal, and our guest expert is Debra Tash, who is the editor-in-chief at the Citizens Journal. Welcome, Debra, and what is the Citizens Journal?
Thank you, George. Well, it is a local news site. It was started over 7.5 years ago. It's strictly, mostly all volunteers. Now we have some funds to hire professional journalists, but we do have outside contact that we're now licensed to do from the Daily Caller and Epic Times. And it really is just an effort to create a dialogue and provide another resource for people within Ventura County, that it isn't all, the news isn't all one-sided. And it's grown quite a bit in that 7.5 years.
Very good. So would it be safe to say that it's primarily political, or does it cover a broad swath of public interest?
It covers a very broad swath of interest. It goes from what's happening in your community as far as events, what's happening with police. So we do support the police. We don't think that's political. We think that's a safety issue. We think those people are terrific. They put themselves out there in front, and we release positive stories on them. And so we're just trying to make it a local resource. And again, like I said, it does have events, municipal projects that are going up in your area, things like that.
Good. And in the 7.5 years, has the Citizens Journal maintained a pretty, consistent perspective, or has it evolved over time?
It's really been consistent. It's been we do try to, even in our opinion articles, we are open to the other side. We are primarily have center or center right or libertarian columnists, but we do have one liberal columnist, but we ask other people, liberals, whatever, to submit to us. If you're progressive, we will publish your opinion article.
Okay.
Because we believe there should be a dialogue, not a shouting match.
Good. And then is there opportunities for the public in general to engage in a conversation or respond to what's being published?
Oh yeah, we've just upgraded our comment system, and we're upgrading our whole website. We finally come to that point that the old website is now overburdened because we've grown to about 150,000 readers every month, and the old website just can't take it. So we've upgraded. So the comment section is really much easier to use, and there's quite a bit of dialogue now going across it.
Good.
We do have to screen it only for swear words and things that just, are out of good taste.
Okay, very.
Otherwise, we don't muffle anybody.
Good. And as a volunteer publication, are you also open to additional writers or contributors?
We welcome them. We welcome them. If you want to write, we've had people writing about the Ojai City Council and Camarillo. They've moved on. We've consistently had somebody writing about Santa Paula. Cheryl Hamill is excellent. Michael Hernandez is a trained journalist and a co-founder of Citizens Journal, and he writes about Thousand Oaks. If you have something going on in your community that disturbs you or that you want to, we are open to citizen journalists. We even held training programs in the past for Citizens journalists, so that they learn that they really should be objective, as opposed to interjecting their opinion in what should be the news.
Understood. And when you say your community, this is the entirety of Ventura County?
It's the entirety of Ventura County, but it could be Camarillo. We had, or Moore Park, whatever is your particular community is. We had one reader submit an email that was sent to her by Charlotte Craven, who is a city councilwoman, who it disturbed the reader because it said that they were going to defund the police. This reader is a senior citizen, wants safety in her community, and we contacted the councilwoman. She amended some of the email, but she said, please publish it and put it out there, because the council was moving towards that kind of just, it would have been like it wouldn't have been like a move to actually defund them at that point, but it would have been a referendum. They would have said, well, do you want this? They don't want that. And people came out to actually protest. And that's their right.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so let's speak about some of the issues you think that perhaps have been covered in the past that, might promote the benefits of the Citizens Journal.
Well, in the past, there's things that are going on, especially we have George Miller, who is our publisher, has been covering Oxnard. And that is the largest community in Ventura County, the most populous. And I think it's really not totally, it's not given a proper voice. And there's been a lot of issues going on there regarding with their treasurer that, silencing kind of watchdog people that are inside of their own government. So it's exposing that, giving a more, open, we need to be more open as opposed to writing from, I want this outcome. Journalists, people covering the news shouldn't do that. They should present the facts. I think George Miller presents the facts very well as far as it comes to Oxnard. And there's so many issues going on there. I can't name them all.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But if we were to just sort of briefly articulate an additional benefit or a benefit for the Citizen Journal, it would be that, okay, so occasionally there are some exposés that may occur in other media.
Exactly. There's things happening in your community that you may not be aware of. There's a lot of, city council meetings are pretty dry. And especially now, it is extremely hard for some people in some city councils to even get input. Public in Simi Valley, for instance, you have to email your comment, and as opposed to, you can no longer address your public officials face to face. Sometimes in Oxnard, they're letting you have input with a call. So now we want to be your voice. We want you, they do read us, your council people. If you have something you want addressed in your city, you see something happening, we'd be happy to bring it to the attention of that local official, because politics and representation really starts at home. Yeah. You've got to find out what's happening in your backyard.
So you're mentioning how George is covering Oxnard City Council pretty well. Are other city councils also followed in the county?
Well, the one right now that's best is Santa Paula by Cheryl Hamill and Thousand Oaks by Michael Hernandez. We need more reporters that are willing to sit through these meetings. I have covered Simi Valley. I look at their agenda and see if there's something on there that I could write about, and I watch it now online. You can't attend them anymore. But I do really would love to put that invitation out there that if you're interested in your community and you want to report on Ojai, which we used to have a reporter there, Camarillo, we used to have a reporter there, learn about your community, get engaged, and we'll help you get engaged. We'll give you the tools to get engaged. We'll school you.
Good. Now, Debra, let's suppose someone is interested in their community and is interested or is already following their respective city council meetings, but they don't consider themselves a writer. if they were to put some notes together or some kind of outline, is there a way that you might be able to help them?
I would be happy to. I would take those outline and I would put it into a narrative and put them as the byline. They would become published. It really is as Spartan as it is, or as elaborate as you want to make it. It's your government. Get engaged.
Thank you. All right. Well, we're just about out of time here, Deborah. I wonder if you have a summating message that you'd like to convey to the viewers, and if you could let us know the website.
It's citizensjournal.us. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We would invite you to visit us at citizensjournal.us. We invite you to get engaged. We invite you to, I know your lives are busy. We're all busy. But what's happening now really calls for a citizen army to be aware and be armed with the facts. I'm not going to say the truth because people go, it's subjective what you think your truth is, but be armed with the facts.
Thank you very much, Deborah.
Thank you.
This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.